talking with our boy Willie. You know he's got the shit. He's dancing real hard. I know you'll never get sick of it. He's got that tee on, got that long sexy hair. You know he's about to take his shirt off, his abs so bare. He's got a six-pack. They call him Suburban Commando. He's a big motherfucker and he's dropping it low. He's about to slap that ass, baby, about to slap it so hard. You ever seen this motherfucker running naked through your backyard? Video talk, bitch, we're talking video talk. Get your video talk. You test subscribe. You test subscribe or die. You test subscribe or dive to video.
Hey, hello. How is everybody doing tonight? Look at this boy, look at this fucking boy. No hangover this time. Yeah, I told you I was not gonna have hangover this Sunday because I have not been partying. Yeah, yesterday I did my Finnish live broadcast and I have been exercising and having a kind of this introvert weekend. I did not meet anybody in real life, so now I am full of energy. How are you? And I just noticed that I am wearing the same shirt I did in my last broadcast. This is my walking shirt now because it is ready, but fortunately these things don't transmit any smells. No, it doesn't smell, but anyway, I shouldn't be wearing the same shirt in 2 weeks in a row. I'm not wearing this all the time, to be certain. Hello, Lido Marchetti. I think you should release your theme song as 7-inch single. Yeah, I think so too. With the dub version on the B-side. I would pre-order the hell out of that. Well, it was made by the Merkings, if you know that band. You can look them up in YouTube when you search the Merkings. Hello JK Knutipä, hello Annie Rose, and hello everybody else also, and to London Mr. Watford and Mrs. Watford FC. Can't wait for this one. Well, don't say that yet. Yeah, how are you? Because I don't have hangover, I am entitled to drink 1 beer. It is Sunday night here in Finland, so don't wanna be drinking too much, but I think it's a tradition in the Videotalk to drink at least 1 beer, don't you think? Yes, you think so too. Yeah. So this is a topic that I I was thinking about doing in summer or even in spring also, because I was going to the gym, and when I bicycling this training bicycle. What is that? Kuntopyörä in English. The bicycle, whatever. So when I do that, I am watching these VHS rips that I have made, and I had this theme that I watched all these cyborg films and all these films with happen in the future that have these kickboxers in their main roles. So I was thinking, yeah, I'm gonna do a live, but then it went on and on and on, and then I just thought that, yeah, I really must do this. Get this out of my system before I completely forget everything I have watched, because, yeah, let's face it, these are not that special films. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Robocop Cyborg. That would be an awesome film. But tonight I'm gonna be talking about a little bit about cyborg films, as you might have guessed. Yes, my focus is on Albert Pyun's film Nemesis and cyborg films and their sequels and their unofficial sequels. Probably most of you have not heard about this, or whoa shit, Watford FC supported £8.99. Thank you so much, Mr. Watford FC. Say hello to Mrs. also. I missed late, so I was working late. Have a beer, my friend. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Effort FC. I love you, guy, and I am so glad that you had the time to join into this chat too. God damn, that's some tasty beer, let me tell you. Hot damn, boy. Woo. All right. So, let's say the Albert Pyun films are the main focus, but also I have here something called the CYBORG chat. CYBORG SACK. This is the super chat from my Finnish live. Yeah, I'm recycling things because I'm cheap. Yeah, but this is the CYBORG chat. So I'm gonna be digging this CYBORG sack every once in a while and see what's inside the. When I dig it, yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. So, and at the end of the show, I will tell you what is my definite favorite cyborg films, and it's not gonna be Terminator or anything famous like that, but one of these copy films. Yeah. And next Sunday you might want to check in also to the live chat, because let's go shopping with Videotalk. Because as you may or may not know, there's a sales in the Vinegar Syndrome and Severin films and all the places, because okay, I don't endorse Black Friday, I hate consumerism, but I do support the label companies who are working real hard to get these very obscure films to get released, and they are making everything they can to make the best releases of anything. So this is the Black Friday that I want to celebrate, to go to, for example, to tell what I'm gonna be getting in the Black Friday sales from these label companies, and maybe you can ask suggestions, and maybe you can give me suggestions what to give. So that is the next Sunday's programming. Shopping with Videotalk. Yeah. But okay, I think that is all for my opening speech, so maybe we'll dig into the topic. Right on, yeah. So what is a cyborg? Well, cyborg is not a robot or is not an android, but is a, like Kyle Reese says in the Terminator, it's a organic tissue over metal endoskeleton, which means that it can be it must be partly organic and partly machine. So if somebody, for example, I would have a machine for an arm, like mechanical arm, that would basically make me a cyborg. So that is the definition of cyborg, and that definition was invented something around 60s and something like that. And also there was an influx of cyborg films in the late 80s and in the early and middle 90s, and they were cheaply made and usually starring with somebody who knows how to kickbox or somebody who is an action star. Not even maybe Arnold did a few of these cyborg films. You might have seen a Terminator. Van Damme did do only one. Steven Seagal, no kickboxing films. I mean cyborg films. But there were a lot of action stars who specialized in this type of film. Welcome, Freakazoid. You are not late in the party. We are just getting started to do some cyborg talk. So why in the 80s? Why in the 90s? Well, maybe because of this film called Blade Runner. Well, this was kind of it was not very successful film when it came out, but it kind of laid the foundation for these type of films, you know, like these machines that look like men that are doing evil things. But it was followed a little film called Terminator here, And maybe this is the foundation for all these films that I'm talking about tonight, because this was a very successful film, a very breakthrough film, and a very innovative film, this one. And also it included the scene where Arnold is in a metal endoskeleton form, and when he repairs it himself. So I think that was a very big influencer for the filmmakers around the world. Here we have the original Finnish release of Terminator with this stupid font here, and I think this is the most stupid thing I ever read. And in this background cover it says älypäät koneet keksivät pirullisen keinon tuhota vastustajansa. You know, when you would translate it into English, it would say smart ass machines invent the devilish way to destroy their opponents. So it's a funny backstory, but let's not get into that right now. But Terminator is a classic, but it didn't spawn any imitators. Only there were few films from Italy, like let's say Programmed Muscles, yeah. Hands of Steel, an Italian film starring David Green, and this is the most awesome Finnish title ever, ohjelmoidut lihakset, which means programmed muscles. It's masculinity and it's muscle, it's power. So intelligence and power in the same package. So this is an awesome and very awesome looking cover, wouldn't you agree? This is one of my favorites. But not so many. But until Robocop came out, yeah, everybody knows Robocop, that came out also, and maybe at this time those cheap filmmakers, they were getting on, so they needed to go into that cyborg business, but because Robocop was highly successful and Terminator 2. So what happened next? So thus begins our story. All right. So where is the cyborg? Let's talk about this cyborg. Where the hell did I put it, man? I don't know. Where's my cyborg Blu-ray? Damn it. Alright. So this is a cyborg DVD. Actually this is the slinger cut of the cyborg. But now I need to find out where did I put that damn cyborg Blu-ray, because it's the only cyborg that I have. Yeah. I found it. Oh, I'm glad I found this one. Cyborg came out in year 1989 and it was directed by Albert Pyun. Albert Pyun had been directing some films like Journey to the Center of the Earth for Canon, or was it something called and Radioactive Reporter. But he had not made too many films before this, but Cyborg came out and yes, it was moderately successful for Canon Group, but this was supposed to be originally, it was supposed to be the sequel to Dolph Lundgren's Masters of the Universe. Yeah, the sets were made for the Masters of the Universe, and also Albert Pyun was supposed to be directing also the Spider-Man movie for Canon. Both of these productions didn't fall, they fall through and they did not get made because at this point Canon was in huge financial problems, so they had to give up the copyright deal with the Marvel and also with the Mattel, the toy company who was manufacturing the Masters of the Universe dolls, but they decided to let's do something cheap. And Van Damme, he was hot shit back then. He had done already for Canon Bloodsport and also Kickboxer, and he got the chance to choose which project he would want to next do for Canon Pictures, and he had to choose from Delta Force 2 or American Ninja 3 or Cyborg, and he picked Cyborg, and later on he did regret that a little bit. He probably, Van Damme has said that he don't like Cyborg too much. Yeah, I can see why. And let's get into those reasons why Van Damme wouldn't like Cyborg. And of course, hey, feel free to ask anything, comment anything. You know, chat is open, and also if you want to put super chats, I would those appreciate very much too. Yeah. But yeah, this is a story about Cyborg tells a story about this. There's a plague that has killed off most of the world's population called COVID or something. No, just kidding. But basically, the eastern coast of USA is ruined, is in ruins, and there is this laboratory that is making a cure for the plague, and they need some information from other side of United States, and then comes in this cyborg. No, Van Damme is not the cyborg, but this lady cyborg is the cyborg. A cybernetic organism that she has been boosted up with this machinery, so she can somehow deliver this information for the disease control. And yeah, so she is traveling by walking through the United States, and yeah, there's this Fender guy played by this, I don't know who is this actor, very huge looking motherfucker. But he's the ruler of this evil gang, and he also wants what's inside the cyborg's head, so he can take the medicine and rule the world with that medicine. He likes the misery because he's the evil guy. So, and Van Damme here, he's something called Slinger, like a soldier for hire. And this, when something happens, she loses her companion, this cyborg lady, so she hires Van Damme to protect him through the rest of the voyage. But Van Damme gets his ass kicked by Fender, and Fender kidnaps this cyborg lady. So Van Damme goes after Fender and his gang through the United States, the ruins of the United States, and starts kicking some serious ass. But more than the cure for the plague, Van Damme wants to kick Fender's ass because few years back he killed his fiancée or girlfriend and his family and left him for dying. Yeah. 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 J.K. Knutipää knows what he's talking about. Let me show you a clip from Cyborg. A little clip, just a little clip, so I won't get copyright flagged by the YouTube content ID. Because earlier today I watched it and yeah. It's fun. It's so funny. This film has probably the funniest final fights in the. Okay. Must have one of the funniest final fights in the film history. Hey, where's my picture? Oh, it's behind the cam, yeah. Okay, let's see. Just one small clip. Okay, it's dubbed. No, this is not the part. This is the funny part. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's Cyborg for you. Yeah, you get my point. So, the action scenes in Cyborg are okay, and the film got cut for R rating. So I don't think it got cut so much of it, but yeah, there were some gory scenes cut, and I really don't know if this Blu-ray has them restored, but it's pretty gory film to say the least, and but I don't know, it's not terribly good. I think this film would require a little more action scene, because most of the time it's spent like walking around, and yeah, but considering the later coming up the films that are coming up, this is a whole hell of a lot better than them. Yeah. So what is this slinger cut then? Why there are two cuts of this film? This is the official theatrical cut, this Cyborg, and this is the work print cut, Albert Pyun Cyborg, and this is also called the Slinger cut, and this is something that they found like from VHS Master from like 2010 or maybe earlier, but basically it's different from the music standpoint. This got some pretty nice sounding heavy metal soundtrack, but I have seen Cyborg with this theatrical cut so many times, so this cut feels a little bit strange. And also the end fight in this film is different from this film, because it's shorter. This slinger cut, in the end fight, when they punch him through the door and they go fighting inside this barn, and eventually Van Damme impales this guy from the meat hook. This scene doesn't exist in this slinger cut. In this version, Van Damme, like you saw in the clip, like what I showed you, he stabs the guy in the stomach and rips through his head with the knife. So basically this is more violent, but it is also much more shorter, this slinger cut. Can't wait to talk about Nemesis. It's so bad, it's amazing. Which Nemesis are you referring to? But yeah, in conclusion, Van Damme's Cyborg may not be the best Van Damme's film, and it's not the best Cyborg film, but I think it has earned its place in the canon of Cyborg films, and also in the career of Van Damme, because this was basically his second or third major motion picture. So what do you know? Maybe he doesn't like this himself, but it's not my Van Damme favorites, but it has his place. I would give this film like a 2.5 to 3 stars, depending on the day. I wish there would have been much more fighting like this end fight, so then it would be more points for this film. Nemesis won with the surprise. So, let's hear your votes for Cyborg. I did this last time. Good. Yeah. I'm gonna cast a vote. Vote for that. Let's see what you guys think of Cyborg. Alright. So maybe it's time for me to open before we go to the Nemesis section, because that's up for next. Because Nemesis was made in year 1992. Let's see. I will check that also. I'll check it out. Yeah, next up is Nemesis. But let's take a look in the Cyborg Sack. Steven Heralda, hello. Did you get the Action USA Blu-ray? Of course I did. I have Action USA. Of course. I have the Vinegar Syndrome version. I don't have the other version. Was it the MDV visual? But I have the... Yeah, I do have the Vinegar Syndrome. It's excellent, excellent. Do you have it? But first, let's see what got this in the Cyborg sack. Oh my god, it's the Future Kick. Okay, so let me talk about Future Kick. Produced by Roger Corman and directed by some guy that I don't... This is so small font I can't figure out who it is. But it's produced by Roger Corman, so that should tell you something. Too expensive. Stephen Herald, how much does it cost right now? Isn't that out of print, this Action USA? But yeah, Future Kick, it tells a story about this virtual game maker who lives in the moon. Yeah, you heard it right. He lives in the moon and he goes to Earth to present his game, but he is killed in Earth. So then his wife, Meg Foster, comes to Earth from the moon, and the Earth is like a cesspool of criminal filth nowadays. And she hires this Don the Dragon Wilson, who is the Future Kick cyborg. He hires this cyborg guy to help her in her investigations. Is it true that Future Kick only has an official DVD in the USA? I don't know. I really don't know if, at least to my knowledge, I don't know any other release of this, but it is possible that the USA release of this film is the only one. What I have here is the Dutch VHS version. This was never released back here in Finland, but you can enjoy this. Here you can enjoy, for example, a Dutch video release of this film. Yeah. So basically, for a film called Future Kick, by the way, that's an excellent title, wouldn't you agree? Isn't Future Kick the best title ever? But for a title called Future Kick, this has surprisingly little kicking in it. But I have to give credit about the filmmakers of this. It's very ambitious, you know. It's set on the moon and set on the cyberpunk future, and basically, yeah, for sure, this is mostly shot in some strip joint, but underground strip joint where this film takes place. But you can't blame them for not having any ambition. That is great. But I would maybe it would have required a few more scenes. Few more action scenes, though, then it would be probably higher, but I would probably rate this something around like Cyborg 2.5 stars to 3 stars. Yeah. Have you guys ever seen Future Kick? How about you, Steven Heralda? Have you seen Future Kick? Let's put Future Kick there. So, how is the rating for Cyborg? How did you rate it? I will quit that now. 66% votes, good and bad 33%, and excellent no votes. So 9 votes, so maybe we can decide that it's good. Alright, Stephen Herra said, not yet have you seen Future Kick, but you love cheesy cyberpunk action movies like The Nemesis. Yeah, The Nemesis! Woohoo! Well, basically, it is not The Nemesis, it is only Nemesis. Directed by Albert Pyun in year 1992, starring Oliver, the world champion kickboxer Gruner, and also Tim Thomerson, and Karuhiroki Tagawa, and Brian James. Holy shit, what a cast. So, in this film, Oliver Gruner plays Alex, LA police force cop who has been cybernetically advanced. His eyes are super eyes, and he's basically every part of him is like a machine. And kind of this film asks a philosophical question. So when do you stop being a human? How much machinery can they add in your body when you stop being a human? So basically, this is actually more better than the Cyborg. So in some instances this has been mentioned as the unofficial sequel for Cyborg, but I don't think that is the intention. But yeah, it was directed by Albert Pyun, who seems to be very interested about this cyborg stuff. So basically it got very much same elements and even same actors than in the Cyborg. So it could be called like a spiritual sequel for Nemesis. Nico75 says, I love Nemesis, that's an action movie. Well, I do have to agree with you, because this is an action movie with capital A. Well, basically this is non-stop action, like this cover says, non-stop action orgy. Well, action orgies. This is a Finnish VHS, and this is cut like 2 minutes or something crazy. Like this robot damage is cut from this tape. But yes, I do also have the Finnish DVD of the same film, and this is uncut, and I do have the Blu-ray version of this whole series. Where did I put that sucker? I'm gonna go get that. Where the hell did I put my Nemesis package? Well, aren't I well prepared today? I lost my Nemesis Blu-ray. I don't know where the hell it is. Well, never mind that. It was a cheap Blu-ray box with all 4 Nemesis films. Watford FC says, Nemesis one of my favorites. Oliver Gruner made some strange movies. That is quite right. And Nemesis 2 was so cheap that some actors play two different roles. Yeah, we get to that soon enough. Lots of squibs were ruptured in Nemesis. Oh, well, this uses very cool practical effects and practical action scenes. So, and there's plenty to go on with. You know, okay, let me tell you the plot in first. Well, Alex, like I said, is a cyborg cop from LAPD, and during the first assignment which we see in this film, he gets badly damaged and he gets sent on a vacation, and after he gets out of the hospital and it's repaired again, he goes on a revenge rampage, and also he gets a job from his boss to go find out some terrorists in this town called Shanglu or something like that, and then he meets this cyborg chick, and kind of like this rebellion cyborg chick who is against cyborg domination and stuff like that. So, but basically, I mean, the last 30 minutes of this film is basically an endless action scene where they run in the woods and in the streets and everything explodes, and you know, even the towers collapse and explode in high explosions. I don't know where this is shot, but it looks like it was shot in somewhere like in Southern America or Philippines, but I didn't check that where this is shot. If somebody knows where Nemesis was shot, please tell me, because the locations in this film doesn't appear to be any familiar with me, at least. And then there's great practical effects. Were they done by somebody famous effect guy? Well, I don't remember that. But great cyborg makeup effects, like eye pops out and people are shot in pieces, and this one cyborg chick, which we see in the nude, a great looking lady, let me add that too. She gets like blown in half and shot in the head. So basically it's pretty violent for cyborgs. Cyborgs are getting pretty mangled in this film. Nemesis is awful crap, says Henry's movie blog. Well, let's put on the vote then. So let's see the real rating for this film. Okay. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna put a vote for Nemesis, so you can vote your your opinion on Nemesis. I have to tell you guys, I have seen this so many times. And one time this was actually one of my favorite films and one of the few first films that I bought at my own money. Not this VHS that I'm holding here. It was some other and I have lost that since. But I remember watching that a long time and I didn't even realize that it was a cut version. When I see it in this format, I was, holy shit, that was cut like 2 minutes at least, or something crazy like that. And even in the end, there's even stop motion effects. Well, they're not the best in the business, but I do appreciate the effort that they went on extra mileage to shoot these stop motion scenes when this Tim Thomerson turns into this metal endoskeleton monster like Terminator. Farnsworth was the character's name. Yeah. And you know... Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh shit! Lino Marchetti! Oh shit, man! For Black Friday spree, thank you so much. $10 so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So next Sunday it's gonna be shopping, Black Friday shopping with Videotalk. So at the same time, let's go talk about what did you get from Vinegar and Severin and places like that, and let me give you some advice what to buy on, what to not to buy, and maybe you can give me too some advices that you want me to get and talk. Film Collection says Nemesis is better than Cyborg, good action and violence. I do agree. I remember that the USA, when I heard of the film, the DVD was crazy out of print. Okay. But nowadays it has been released on Blu-ray, at least here in the Europe. I do have the Blu-ray, but I don't know where the hell did I put it. I just watched it. Damn it. God damn it. Ah, hey. It was behind Chuck Norris Breaker. Hey, here's the Nemesis Blu-ray box set from UK. Cult movie collection. 101 films. Nemesis, the original movie. Nemesis 2. Nemesis 3. Nemesis 4. Yeah. And guess what I paid for this? I paid €5 for this. So the previous owner really wanted to get rid of this. Snake84 Fly says Nemesis is a classic like White Fire, bro. Yeah, right back at you, Mr. Snake84. What else do I have to say about Nemesis? Well, I don't know, but I think it's far better than Cyborg, and well, I wouldn't call it one of my favorite film or modern action classic, but I do have to agree that it's very ambitious and very well made film. And it's got big guns, cyborg chicks, so what is there not to like? And yeah, I would rate Nemesis 3.5 stars. And considering the theme of the night, that is excellent rating. So, Stephen Herrera brought recently Hard Target 4K from Kino Contraband from Cauldron, and I haven't bought it yet, but I'm coming Thriller Blu-ray. Yes, I have to be. I am definitely gonna be getting Hard Target on 4K and also Contraband, and also Thriller. Actually, I have the previous DVD, but yeah, it probably should be updated since it is a Swedish movie, a very good Swedish exploitation movie to say the least. So that was Nemesis. Finally, I talked about this. I have been waiting so much to talk about this. By the way, one more thing I had to say. This font is awesome. God damn. I want my name to be written like this. Ville. It sounds like looks like a heavy metal band name. So that was year 1992, and then in the next year came let's see. So in the year 1993 came Cyborg 2, the official sequel for Albert Pyun's film, and this one is starring goddamn Jack Palance, and holy shit, as a cyborg, a far prettier person than Jean-Claude Van Damme, if you could say that, is Angelina Jolie, one of her first movies. Excuse me for saying always, I'm gonna always say he's when I'm talking about her, but in Finnish language we don't have that kind of separation, so it's always hän, meaning someone. We have no separation from male or female when you're talking about her or him. Yeah, so that is a mistake that maybe I should talk more in English, so I wouldn't be making that constantly. But try to cope with that, because now I'm gonna be talking about Cyborg 2. Well, basically this has got nothing to do with the original Cyborg. This has some clips from Van Damme used, but basically this is a cyberpunk film where Angelina Jolie plays this, what's it called? Cash? Yeah? Yeah. Angelina Jolie plays Cash, a cyborg that is filled with this glass shadow, which is the undertitle of this film. And this glass shadow is this some kind of liquid explosive. And in the future there's this corporate wars, and the American corporations fight with this Japanese cyber corporation. And the American guys, they're planning to send this Angelina Jolie Cash to the Japan office and make her explode like a goddamn nuclear bomb, killing everybody in the CEO board of that company. So that is the name of the game in the future. But there's also Elias Koteas that plays this fight trainer for Angelina Jolie, and of course these two fall in love and they escape this mega corporation. And also there's Jack Palance as a guy in the TV giving these clues where to go next and what to do next, and there's some corporate shenanigans going on all over the place, and basically this is not too bad film. Also Billy Drago plays here. It's a great villain role. He plays like a cyborg hunter in this film. So basically it's okay, nothing too special, but it's surprisingly well done. And I would love to have this in a high definition format, because I watched this on this VHS and the picture quality was not that hot. But basically it's got good effects, some good action scenes, even a cage fight scene. But I watched this like 2 months ago, and to be perfectly honest, I don't so much remember anything about it. Nothing not much to be remembered of this film, but let's see your opinion about Cyborg 2. Have you guys seen Cyborg 2? Steven Herranta, oh, you are Swedish, that's cool. I'm not Swedish, I'm Finnish, but Sweden is our neighboring country. I knew you sounded European, but I'm bad detecting accent. Yes, I'm a Finnish guy, not a Swedish guy. No way, sir. Angelina Jolie is in DTV sequel. Yes, direct to video. But this was early on her career, this Cyborg 2. So I don't think Angelina Jolie would even remember being in this one. And probably would want to forget it. And Elias Koteas too. And Jack Palance if he would be alive too. It was directed by somebody called Michael Schroeder. I don't know any other film from him, but yeah. I would probably rate it 2.5 stars or 2 stars. Yeah. Nothing too special. But okay, if you have a boring evening and nothing else to do, maybe you should pop in Cyborg 2. Has any of you seen Cyborg 2? I don't even bother to put on votes because probably nobody has seen Cyborg 2. Yeah, let's look into Cyborg Sack, shall we? Let's see what's in the Cyborg Sack next up. Oh yeah, oh my god. Now, isn't this the gayest cover you've ever seen? It's not a homo film. It's an action film. But goddamn, just look at these muscles. Hot damn. TC2000 with Bolo Yang and Billy Blanks. Billy Blanks is remembered from best known for his performance in Last Boy Scout in the opening scene where the guy shoots himself in the head in the football field. But goddamn, Billy Blanks did also these direct-to-video actioners, and this was actually pretty entertaining, at least when I watched my review of it. But well, I didn't even remember this film until like half an hour before this broadcast. So I remembered this, I saw the cover and said, oh shit, I need to add this also to the Cyborg Sack, because this indeed had a cyborg in it, and it was a futuristic action film with lots of karate and stuff, and Bolo Yang. Yeah, you can see him, Bolo Yang, in the back cover. Have you ever even heard about TC2000? Even the actors' names sound like porn names. Bolo Yang, Billy Blanks. Well, Billy is not shooting blanks here, let me tell you. Let me tell you, with cover like this, you can't just go wrong. Oh yeah, woo, woo. Awesome. What did I say this? TC2000. Let me read my review of it. I have reviews in my videospace.fi, so because I don't remember. Pretty ambitious film for its budget and makers, but manages to pull off with decent results. Whatever interesting science fiction ideas there is, they're sunk under endless influx of kickboxing matches and shootouts. Sounds pretty good to me. TC2000 is an okay film, but feels pretty sterile and lacks all kinds of real what the fuck moments, but where make, for example, another Billy Blanks action sci-fi actioner great. Expect No Mercy. Do you know about Expect No Mercy? That's even better. But I have given this 6 out of 10, 3 stars, so I'm gonna be repeating that here too. Annie Rose, I know Annie Rosewood loves this cover. I know there's supposed to be pretty good German Blu-ray release. Either way, I got to see ya next time. Oh yeah. Freakazoid has that TC2000 movie in the shelf. Guaranteed Billy Blanks quality. Yes, that is right. Goddamn right you say. Okay, moving on in the Nemesis Cyborg territory. So we saw the Nemesis 3. I'm sorry, Cyborg 3. 10 came out. In the same year came out the official unofficial sequel to Cyborg. And this is the Albert Pyun's this is the Albert Pyun sequel to Cyborg, and this is called, and this is the only film that I don't have, this is called Knights. Yes, Knights, or Steel Knights, or whatever Knights you want to call. And this is, in Albert Pyun's opinion, is the real sequel to the Cyborg film. I don't know what is the deal with why there is like two Cyborg 2s, but trust me, there is. Okay, what is this Knights? Well, fucking Chris Christopherson stars as a cyborg here. So it's a pretty huge upgrade from Van Damme, to say the least. But Chris Christopher stars like a good cyborg, and he is out there in the wastelands and he is hunting bad cyborgs. And guess who is playing the bad cyborg in this film? Guess who? Guess who? One of my favorite bad guy actors, or actors in general. TC2000 is good like my sister. TC2000 is the Cyber 2 of the Cyborg 3. Okay, guys. Okay, Lance Henriksen is playing the bad guy, bad robot here. And while Chris Christopherson is looking for Lance Henriksen and his gang, he turns up with this girl who seeks revenge on Lance Henriksen and his gang. So, Knights is pretty weird film for its casting, but basically it's an okay karate actioner set in somewhere in the wastelands, and yeah, and as usual for Albert Pyun films, these people talk about these grand things like, my god, they are talking about these cyborg cities and huge buildings and big universe stuff. And what we see in the screen are some few extras and some tents built in some, wilderness. So basically the setups in this film, they are far cry from Cyborg 1. But at least the film is not too long, and Chris Christopherson is in that. he could probably sleepwalk through this film. And probably he did. And also I'm reading the Lance Henriksen book, Not Bad for a Human, and he didn't have too much to say about this film. No, I don't think he was very happy being in this film. There was this one good action scene where Chris Christopherson is cut in half, and the lady puts him in the backpack and they start fighting together. So Chris Christopherson without legs is in the back fighting against in the enemies that are behind, and the ladies fighting the enemies that are in front. Maybe they could have used that scene a lot more, because that's a pretty clever idea. Yeah. Knights, the official Albert Pyun sequel for the Cyborg. Should I even ask about rating from you guys? Has any of you seen Knights? I'm gonna be asking you this. What the hell, Chris Christopherson fighting without legs? I am interested. Let's see if I can find that scene for you. I would like to show that scene for you. Yay, I have the Knights disc in my wheels. Yeah. Here is the backpack scene.
Choice. Get out. Please,
Okay, now Chris goes into the backpack.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. This is strange. Clearly, you can see it's a dummy. So I'm gonna have to be jumping a little bit because.
sky, girl.
Excellent, excellent.
You're pretty good with your body.
Be down next to this cyborg.
Okay. Pretty awesome stuff. And I think that was the best scene on the whole movie. Yes, once Kateers notices that was an old MTV3. It was a Finnish broadcast. It was recorded from the Finnish TV. Night was never released in Finland on video. And I don't think Night has been released officially on DVD as of this moment. I don't know. Super Collider remembers that backpack part. So, do you want to see Knights? Maybe we should do watch together party someday. Watch Knights. But that is, yeah, it's okay. I would probably, maybe it was a little bit even better than the One Down film. Maybe I would give it 3 stars. Yeah. Vanska may want to see the knights. Who wouldn't? They are not the knights who say ni. Alright, what is next? Probably next up is... This was the year 1993. So maybe the next up is Nemesis 2, the Nebula. Alrighty then. Now we are in some business. God damn. I don't think I have ever seen a better film like Nemesis 2. I mean, this is so awesome. It is starring Sue Price, the female bodybuilder, and her acting skills are so stunning that you wouldn't believe the things she does on the screen. So the plot is so awesome that it tells us about this year 2018. So the human rebels that are fighting a war against the cyborgs, they have invented this new kind of human that is DNA resistant to cyborgs or something, and they send it back in time in Africa to build a new generation of human warriors that can grow up and fight against the cyborgs to conquer the world back from the cyborg from the past. So the plot is so awesome. It's like Terminator, but the machines realize that too, and they sent their best Terminator back in time to eliminate this hugely built Sue Price, the female Nemesis, and she is also called Alex. This is so good. This is so good. Action scenes are so goddamn amazing, and they are not repeating at all. And the film, you know, it goes so fast. It was so breathtakingly awesome that I fall asleep twice while trying to watch Nemesis 2. Because, holy shit, Nemesis 2. Oh. Nemesis 2. Well, talking about pathetic, it is. It really is. You know what's wrong with this film? That most films, you know, there's like this plot that you can understand, but in these Albert Pyun, these quickies, you just can't understand it. These films go like in 5-minute monologues or dialogues, and they're about nothing, about goddamn nothing. So you start doing everything else than paying attention to the films, and then you realize, okay, I don't understand anything that is going on with this film. So it's hard to explain, because basically there is cool action scenes And the robot there looks like a man in a monster suit. And they have at least like 20 action scenes together. She just can't destroy that damn robot. It comes on and on and on, this goddamn metal maniac after this film. And surprise, well, it doesn't, you know, Lou Ferrigno is probably not the best actor in the world, but I think he's an Academy Award winner compared to Sue Price. So basically, there's gotta be something with the bodybuilding that makes the acting abilities to disappear. So I don't know. This is a terrible film. That is the best that I can describe you this film. Okay, now I'm gonna put up some votes here because I know most of you probably have seen this. Yes, it is. Nemesis 2 is classic like T2, yeah. Indeed, it is time travel, explosions, great looking Terminators, everything you would want from this to be. It is, all that. What I have here is a Finnish VHS N2, like T2, but this is N2, Nemesis 2. And what this says, cyborgs are half human, half robots. Ruthless people who control the world, cyborgs that, I'm translating as we go on. Cyborgs, mother who runs from cyborgs travels with her little daughter to the 80s, 1980s. Well, it is not 1980. Yes, it was. Mother dies, but Alex becomes a member of this violent African tribe. Beautiful and powerful warrior. Her secret to her supernatural power is the super gene who was transplanted to her as a child. Yeah. Yeah, beautiful cover. Explosive action. New breathtaking special effects. Okay, Nico75 has saw the Nemesis 2. I didn't want to see 3, never. Have you seen part 3? Because next up is CYBORG SACK. Unless you want to discuss about the Nemesis 2 a little more. I really don't want. I really don't. Honestly, I don't. I never want to see Nemesis 2 again. But now I have to relieve myself and watch something from the CYBORG SACK. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh fucking yes! It's the Cybernator. Nobody has ever seen the Cybernator, but my Finnish audience might remember that from 19th summer, Catsmash did a review on Cybernator, and let me tell you, Cybernator is definitely something else. Let's see the cover. This gotta be one of the first DVDs ever made, because the cover is like this stupid shit. It's like CD cover within this kind of like a cardboard box. What the hell is this? It's Catsmash's. This is the Catsmash's notes for his review. DVD menus really confusing. I do have to agree. Well, goddamn, that boy did some notes about that. All right, so the best way to describe you the Cybernator is to simply show you a clip from the Cybernator. Let me do that. I have a very good clip picked up for you in the...
Yeah. Weaver and I were down in Central. We caught these two punks raping a businesswoman in the alley. They injected her with heroin. She didn't even know what was happening.
How is she?
She's fine. She's in stable condition in the hospital.
Oh, that's good to hear. Those punks will be out on the street again soon. The jail's being so overcrowded and all.
Oh, they're not in jail.
Was this the right place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking for something, Matt?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to find the John.
Well, he's the one downstairs.
Just look at these guys.
Is there something else?
Take it easy. Who got?
Okay, I'm gonna be jumping. This is the wrong place. Noni, now it starts, the action.
Come on. It's coming from backstage. Blue, get behind the bar.
Who were those guys in the bed? Why would there be a bed in the middle of a nightclub? See you later, cop.
Weed, you okay?
Yeah, they got me, pal. But they didn't get it yet.
Oh. Okay. That was Cybernator. How about that? How about that film? Would you like to see Cybernator? If you Vanska and everybody else you want to see Cybernator, it can be found on YouTube. I would really hope that, you know, like Vinegar Syndrome or maybe this could be a work for America Agfa. They would release this on Blu-ray. Yeah. Okay, let's see your votes for Nemesis 2. I think I have the results coming up right now. Yeah, the Cybernator, I remember it now. Nemesis 2, 52% of the 90 votes vote it is shit. Watchable, 26. And best ever, 21%. So at least 2 people voted the best ever. Thank you guys, I do appreciate it. So, maybe next up is probably Nemesis. What was this? The cyborg? Okay, we are in the year 1995. Let's see. Cyborg 3. Was this from the same year? Ah, this was this exactly. In fact, this belonged to the other year. This was made right in the same year than Cyborg 2. In the Cyborg 3 Recycle came out in the same year, in the 1994. It was year before the Nemesis 2. So let's talk about Cyborg 3. Yeah, it's bullshit. So basically, these are completely different films. The Cyborg 1, It's a post-apocalyptic film, and Cyborg 2 is a cyberpunk film. They are not post-apocalyptic future, but Cyborg 3 returns to the post-apocalyptic future. And what I have here is a finished DVD, and it has cost me €3, and that's €3 too much. Well, basically, there's nothing really to be told about this, because this is pretty generic, you know, like desert fighting story. There's this cyborg girl. Oh, what was his name? What was her name? Cash. Yeah, Cash. But the same girl from the previous cyborg film, who was played by Angelina Jolie, but she sure is not played by Angelina Jolie in this one, but somebody else, something generic. And she is playing the same character, and she is wandering alone in the desert, and holy shit, she has become pregnant. Her boyfriend, Elias Koteas, before he died, he knocked her up. So what the hell is going on? So this cyborg lady is trying to go to the Sci-Town to find its creator, Zack Callaghan. You remember him from Gremlins. She tries to find this guy so he could figure out what the hell is going on. So basically it's a clever idea that cyborg woman has become pregnant. And then there is this Richard Lynch, the evil guy from Invasion USA and Cotton Run and plenty of others. He is trying to hunt down the Cash robot because he becomes obsessed with this, because he's a recycle guy who wanders around the wasteland and gathers around cyborg parts, but he wants to get his hands on this pregnant cyborg. So basically your plot is there, and Malcolm McDowell is in it, and he has like a 2-minute role in this film. He gets killed by in the beginning by the Richard Lynch character. Yeah. So basically it's very forgettable, but it's not bad like Nemesis 2. But I think this is worse because it's so forgettable. You know, but if you don't watch films as often as I do, and if you have nothing else to do, and if you would pop this in and see it, and you probably wouldn't hate it. And I don't hate it, but I wouldn't recommend it either. No way. Well, actually, it's pretty expensive, €3 for this. So it should be like 50 cents. Have you guys seen Cyborg 3? Have you ever seen or attempted to look at this crap? So, but that concludes our official Nemesis sequel series 10. So next up is only one movie in the unofficial Albert Pyun Cyborg series, and yet 2 more Nemesis films. So probably we are gonna be jumping to the year 1996. Oh yeah, 2 Nemesis films came out that year, and I'm betting they did these back to back. I'm sure of it, because this fucking piece of shit called Nemesis 3. This fucking piece of shit is starring Sue Price once again, and this uses same scenes from Nemesis 2. Nico75, are you regretting already that you didn't watch Nemesis 3? Because this uses same scenes from part 2 and also some new scenes. So basically I was thinking about that when the movie opens, Sue Price lies in the desert, you know, and Tim Thomerson as Farnsworth 2 robot. You remember Farnsworth 1 from Nemesis 1. He comes from the future and tries to examine Sue Price because she has lost her memory. She is shot in the head, god damn it, but she is alive because she has this kind of futuristic cyborg genes in her blood cells, so she can withstand a blast through the head with a gun. So basically I thought that what the fuck is even going on in this film? Why are they traveling to the same scene? Is this like time travel? Because this is called time lapse. So I was thinking about, are they like travel to the previous film? Is this why we see the same action scenes? No, it's not, because this main character is having an amnesia and she tries to remember them, the scenes that happen, and and also this is probably the longest of the Nemesis films. It's 91 minutes, and rest assured, if you enjoyed Nemesis 2, you're gonna fucking love Nemesis 3, because this is the same exact thing, but only repetition with repeated shit in it. And this may have the worst CGI effects I have ever seen, and that is saying something. Let me show you. I really don't want to do this, but I will do it for you. If I can find the scene. Check it out.
Excuse me. Excuse me, sir.
Oh shit. It's like T-1000.
Look.
I'm not armed. And they'll kill it.
Know what came over me.
And the acting is perfect.
I seem to know what to do.
Maybe you're healing.
Alright, fuck this film, man. What the fuck? There's a surprise leave. Yes, this is the surprise, the official surprise leave. I don't think anybody on this earth has ever done anything like this. But yeah, Nemesis 3. Actually, I thought it was more clever than that, but really it isn't. They just made this time-lapse thing and amnesia thing only just to confuse you. You know? To be like, to appear that you are a very clever filmmaker, but clearly you just want to recycle the previous film again. Damn you! Damn you! Damn you to hell! I have to check out CYBORG SACK now, because I have to think something else than Nemesis, goddammit. Alright. Cybertech PD. Lorenzo Lamas stars as a cybernetically advanced cop in the future LAPD, and pretty confusing film as far as I remember. It's got, you know, like these virtual reality games and these like cyborg hookers and this kind of virtual reality drug. And we have Lorenzo Lamas that has been cybernetically advanced, so he has more power, and also he has like these robot eyes that he can see through the walls and in the dark and stuff like that. And then we have from the Fright Night, we have Chris Sarandon, also the bad guy in this film. As far as I remember, it was okay. It has some decent action scenes in it, and maybe it had too much elements in the film. But other than that, it was like a watchable film. So that is my relief from the CYBORG SACK. Thank you, Lorenzo Lamas. I love you. You're the awesome guy. But if you want to see Lorenzo Lamas film, see Snake Eater. Don't see Cybertech PD. Oh! I really don't want to go to the Nemesis 4. Not quite yet. Let's see the CYBORG SACK. Because here we have, what a cool name. Techno Sapiens. Techno Sapiens. Say that out loud. Techno Sapiens. This was in fact the only reason I bought this from Huutonet, which is a Finnish eBay. I saw this cover and saw Techno Sapiens. Whoa, that's so awesome. I gotta have this. So Teriogin is starring in this, and he's the leader of this futuristic cyborg robot company that making these like a security guard cyborgs. And for sure, this one of these cyborgs goes AWOL and goes apeshit, and basically this is shot somewhere in Bulgaria, somewhere Eastern Bloc territories, and basically it's non-stop action, and this Techno Sapiens goes around and blowing shit up. Yeah, that's all I can remember of it. But I think the real name, the American name for this is the Shadow Warriors, which is a lot more boring name than Techno Sapiens. Let's read it from the back cover, because I'm trying to avoid the Nemesis incident. Human bro and high technology are about to face the ultimate clash in this special effects futuristic all-action adventure. What started as an experiment for Global Enterprises Incorporated is about to become a multi-million-dollar nightmare. They are created to the best security system ever, the perfect bodyguard, the TS4, an unstoppable biomechanical plasma-driven techno-sapien. Unstoppable biomechanical plasma-driven techno-sapien, but building each one requires something special, a human corpse. Driven by an awesome greed, company chairman Dr. Connor secretly programs a new model to hunt down the other superior humans. He desperately needs to techno-sapien for mass production. Alright, so Teriogin needs human bodies to make more techno-sapiens. You better have Cybernator or Cyberstalker in the snack. Hey Soja Makkara, you are too late. I already talked about Cybernator. Sorry, I did indeed have the Cybernator in the sack. See the broadcast, rewind it like 30 minutes back. So anybody ever heard about Techno Sapiens? Okay, maybe it's now time to go to the final part of this show on the Nemesis and Cyborg finale. So, in the year 1996, there was two Nemesis films. Nemesis 3 Time Lapse and Nemesis 4 Death Angel. So, in this film, Sue Price is back, and she is like a cyborg hunter, and she is hired by the company super overlord, who is played by this guy, Wishmaster guy, Andrew Divoff. And she is hired to kill some guy, and she kills the wrong guy, and now every cyborg in town is after Sue Price. Alright, sounds cool, right? And this is fucking balls, man. This is fucking balls. This is shot in some Romanian like industrial wasteland. You know, it's ruins all over, like these industrial ruins. And I bet that there's like 1 million these kind of Z-grade film shot over there in the same environment. And what makes these Albert Pyun films so funny that there's no extras, there's no nothing. You know, for instance, in Nemesis, in the first Nemesis, it's good film and all, but there's no background people. So there is nobody else in town. Like this Shangri-La supposed to be like a billion people city, but there's no people in the streets except for those who are needed in the shot. Never, ever. So they are so I think Albert Pyun is trying to save costs and not add any extras. And this film probably has like 5 different actors, and they are all talking about these grand scenes, like you know, if I'm a cyborg, I'm Sue Price. Okay, who are you? Yeah, I'm a cyborg hunter, ZX24. I came from the future, from year 1 million, and I have come here to kill you. Who sent you? My cyborg overlord, Dr. Genghis Khan, who is the ruler of the cyborg city, who is ruling like a billions of cyborgs all over the outer space. And by the way, in the Knight's movie, it ends in a cliffhanger, and it says, the adventure began, and it led all the way across at the edges of the universe. So holy shit, in the supposedly sequel to Knights, they will go to outer space, to the edge of the universe. So, just to state my point, so two people talking, talking heads, talking blah blah blah, going on in it, and talking about nothing, like philosophy and grand scenes, but if you don't show anything, it's also like bullshit. Like, if I would make like a, okay, this is the Terminator part 10, and I would just be talking to you, you know, okay, I saw these massive Terminators coming up from the outer space. That wouldn't make too interesting film. And that is what these films are all about. This is so fucking cheap. Andrew Divoff probably wasn't in the same room with anybody else than the director. His scenes are shot like this, and there's a black background, and clearly he's just reacting to the script. Probably Albert Pyun is saying the lines from the other actor, and Andrew Divoff is just reacting them. It's so cheap, so damn cheap. But it's not as bad as Nemesis 2 and 3 for one simple reason, and holy shit, you won't believe it. But Surprise is almost completely naked through the whole goddamn film. I shit you not. She is completely naked through the most of the picture. And then there's even this like David Cronenbergian like body horror things, like tentacles coming out of her nipples and stuff like that. So you gotta love that, right? Yes, you do love that, because I enjoyed that very much. And also what I enjoyed in this film, that this film was short as fuck. It says here 77 minutes, but the end credits take at least 7 minutes and opening credits take at least 3. If you rewind those, so you have like a 66 minute of films. But even though that is very short, but even then it manages to bore the hell out of it, because there's at least like 6-minute dialogue scenes, you know, for nothing. Waste of time. This is the fucking Nemesis shit, man. Whew. Good evening, Vince Majestic. You have come at the right time. Is there a Nemesis 5? I haven't seen it. It's probably some other name. But I heard Albert Pyun was making Nemesis, Cyborg Nemesis, the sequel to Nemesis 4. But the Nemesis 5, the new model. But I thought this was not completed. Is this completed? Okay. Well, probably it is. I haven't seen it. Somebody in the IMDb says, just watch this title, wondering that even English movie can be an idiot like Bollywood Sid Creed worst movie. I have nothing to write about the movie, but I suggest others not to watch it at all. No proper story, not science fiction, no suspense, no thrill. I did not understand till the end what was going on and how it will end. Thank God for shortening of the movie. It's only relief for me. Firstly, I had stopped seeing it 15 to 20 minutes. I could not dare to go any further, but then I kept going till the end of another section to finish at least. Well, I hear your pain, bro. I can imagine that. It was made in 2017, and I didn't realize that this film even exists. But thank you, Jay the Cinemaniac, for giving me this information. I'm sure I will be checking out that real soon. Nemesis, goddamn these Nemesises. These Nemesises, they're driving me crazy. But guess what? There was another Cyborg movie, an unofficial sequel to Cyborg to Knights, and so this is Cyborg 3, according to Albert Pyun, the director of this film. It's called Omega Doom, starring Rutger Hauer, and this says Tuhon lähettäjä, Messenger of Death. And this was made in the same year than Nemesis 4, 1996, and this is a cyborg film, if you didn't realize it. But this is a post-apocalyptic action film, and Rutger Hauer stars this cyborg machine who is a killer of other cyborgs, and this kind of like a western cyborg. He roams around in the wastelands and tries to find the last humans to kill. But then he wanders into the cyborg city, which is ruled by two gangs of cyborgs. You know where this is going. This is like Yojimbo of the cyborg movies, or Fistful of Dollars of the cyborg movie. So Rutger Hauer starts to shame these two gangs at each other, and he starts to develop this plot to, to destroy both of these gangs. And he says that, yeah, I know where's this treasure, and this treasure is like the bunch of hidden weapons, because these cyborgs fear that there's a human army coming to kill them all. But these are all rumors and all not essential information if you're planning to watch this film, because this is basically just Rutger Hauer walking in this Bulgarian, Romanian industrial wasteland, and I bet this is the exactly goddamn place where they shot Nemesis 3. It looks exactly the same ruins of the industrial complex. Omega Doom is well, I love Rutger Hauer, but I'm sorry, he cannot make this film even watchable film. This is same bollocks all the time. Talking crazy, talking these fantastic things, and there is even not good action scenes. And then there is even this annoying sidekick character who loses his head, and he's like this humor always drawing from the fact that his head is loose. And Albert Pyun is not a comedy director at all. I really don't know what to say about this. It was well, I would say this is on par with it's definitely worse than Knights, and probably better than Nemesis 2 and 3 or 4, but not that much, my man. Not whole hell of a lot much. Omega Doom needs more surprise indeed. Nemesis, the best film series of all time. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Nemesis. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Nemesis, the best movie series of all time. No kidding. Hey, I can sell this Blu-ray. It's not expensive if you want this. But for Omega Doom, yeah, it's bad, and not even a funny kind of bad. It's just like boring kind of bad. And that is the Cyborg Part 3, unofficial Cyborg Part 3. And I already talked about every official Cyborg film and every official Nemesis film. So basically, yeah! I did it! I talked about cyborgs and Nemesises! I fucking did it! Yes, sir, I did it. I finally did it, and I hope I don't have to talk about these things for a while. or see them again. Not terribly soon. But yeah, let's see one more in the cyborg sack. So we talked about Oliver Grunier. We have one more cyborg film from Oliver Grunier, Automatic, the best fighting machine if it stays under control. So John Glover plays exactly the same character that he plays in Gremlins 2 in this one. He is the head of this company who builds these robot machines. And there's a skyscraper where the machines are built. And yeah, one night this robot notices that one of the lady employees is harassed by the CEO of this company, and accidentally he kills the CEO. So then the John Glover character calls the hit squad to eliminate the robot and the female companion. And basically this is like Die Hard with Cyborg. Sounds cool, sounds pretty good, right? But yeah, it's not terribly original, you know. The action scenes are pretty lame in this film. I would hope to have much more action in this and much more violence, because you have Oliver Grunier in there, so why not show him kicking shit up, because he's the world champion kickboxer. But yeah, if you compare it to Nemesis sequels, it's whole hell of a lot better, yes, for sure. Or Omega Doom, that's whole hell of a lot better than for sure. But the ending was kind of surprising, because we find out that the lady he rescued is also a cyborg, and this like a experimental cyborg. So that was surprising, but other than that, it's pretty generic and basic action film. Maybe a film for a rainy day or something, but don't go expecting too much about this Automatic. Tupes says, Omega Doom, damn, that movie sucks. Yes, you're right about that. Soja Makkara says, you meant that the ending was surprising? I saw what you did there, man. I saw what you did there. Is the Nemesis Scandinavian DVD rare? I haven't found it. Well, it is pretty rare. Yeah. It doesn't go around too much, the Nemesis Scandinavian DVD. I would think it could be like 50 euros disc, because in the Huuto you haven't seen this Jupiter release for a while. Yeah. But I think Neljänen Selän Suojelijat, you should get this box, because you're gonna love them all. They're so goddamn awesome. Alright, so I have 4 more movies in the Cyborg Sack, but the Cyborg Sack ended and I have run out of Nemesis and Cyborgs. I will go fast these 4 leftovers. Cops, or should I say Future Force, starring David Carradine with robot hand that can fly and hit people in the nuts in the mid-air. Let me show you Future Force clip. If I can find it. Yeah, I can find it. No, I already crossed it. Yeah, this is the shit. This is the shit.
They told me you were the best. Hell, I've killed women tougher than you.
I think they saw in the Red Letter Media this clip
Change
too.
channels on me?
But this is the best time ever. I'm sad that they didn't use this hand more often in this film. Hit the balls. Now that's the way to go. Ah, the boy. Oh man, I love it. Oh man, I love it. That's it, man. But yeah, this film would definitely rate higher if they would constantly use that robot hand, but I think there's only few scenes with this robot hand because I think it was so advanced to make, so they didn't have money to make that all the time. That guy from Bronson from Hard, yes, that was from Hard Times. How did he control it? He had only 2 buttons in it. How do you control it? Let's say you are in middle of crowd. How do you press that so it won't punch some grandma? It will punch the criminal you try to apprehend. How do you use 2 buttons to do all this? I don't know. That's bullshit. Okay, Crit Runners. Or should I say Virtual Combat, starring Don the Dragon Wilson. Yes, another Roger Corman production. So Don the Dragon Wilson is a grid runner, a guy who protects electrical grids, and his partner is killed, and then there's this virtual reality company that builds this device that can bring to life virtual reality characters. Fuck, satana. Joku soittaa, somebody's at the door. Ja. No, nyt on kiire. Avaa nyt äkkiä. Noniin. Noniin. Lähetyskäynnissä. Noniin. Kiitos. All right. It was delivery. My mom works in the some elderly people's house, so once and for a while she brings me leftover foods, recycled foods. They're pretty delicious. So free food, I love it. So where was I? The cyber arm is at the door. Hi, Artsy, hi. So, late in the party, but I still have one more film, and guess who directed this film? Guess who the fuck directed this last film of this evening? Who the fuck? Who else could that be? Tell me. Let me hear you say that. Who might be the director of the last film of this evening? It's not Universal Soldier. Who guesses? There's 41 people watching, so at least one of you should guess at least something. By the way, if you have not subscribed to the channel, do that now. Because next week there's gonna be Black Friday shopping with Videotalk. Not Friday, I mean Sunday. Holy shit, Jyri Laaksonen, you probably saw it, but it's the Heat Seeker. Did you see it? Because if you didn't see it, you're a fucking psychic, man. It's the Heat Seeker directed by Albert Pyun, starring Gary Daniels. The Heat Seeker, he's a kickboxer guy who is, you know, his girlfriend is kidnapped by this company because they want him to enter the fight tournament with all these cyborgs. Yes, you heard it correctly. They are having these cyborg fight tournaments. It's like Bloodsport, but with cyborgs. And I think it's pretty unfair to put human in that battle, but they want to anyway to do that. And yeah, it's piece of shit. You didn't see it and you guessed it. How is it even possible? My God, man, you're amazing, man. Let me read my review because I honestly don't remember this. I think I watched it last winter. So my review is like this. It's kickboxing tournament with cyborgs, man against the machine. It's Albert Pyun film. Very little budget, very poor quality. Lots of ugly color graded scenes. Yeah, exactly. Now I remember. These kind of blue and red scenes that they look terrible on VHS. Why do you have to do that, man? I do like the premise. Yes, I do like the Bloodsport meets the cyborg. I do like it. But the film goes all the time the easy way. It's lazy attempt to cash in on a short-lived 90s cyborg boom. Yes. Thank you, Wilho. Actually, I think Albert Pyun is is only one doing his cyborg thing. Yeah, I think Albert Pyun was the most excited about these cyborgs than any other director in the world of action films. Very generic film with little redeeming qualities. And thus ends my content for this night's show. Yeah. Oh man, okay, that's all for me. Hey, tell me, what did you think? Do you have any questions? What about other topics you would like me to talk about? One that I was thinking, somebody asked me to do cyborg Italian Terminators. So maybe there's not that many of those Italian Terminators, but I don't think these live broadcasts, everybody need to be like, everyone doesn't need to be like 2 hours, because this is almost 2 hours of pure science fiction, cyborg, Nemesis topics, and talking like 2 hours in a row by yourself it's really tiring. And I'm so glad that I don't have hangover today, because I could have not done all this with hangover like I had last Sunday, if you remember. No, sir. Solo movie, or isn't he under? I don't know. I have never seen Solo movie, but it's not supposed to be like a complete dictionary of cyborg films. So maybe it should belong in this live chat. But I have not seen it and I don't own it. So maybe you're right. So this is now a surprise ending. Oh yeah, surprise, and here. Silicone titties and the tentacles coming out of the titties. Should I show you that clip? Oh, I'm getting banned from YouTube. I watched Manborg today. Does that count as a cyborg film? I don't know, because I have not seen it. But I do know what you're talking about. Also, one film that I maybe should have included in this broadcast was the Eliminators from year 1986 or 85 from Full Moon Productions. There was a cyborg, I think. But yeah, like I said, it's not supposed to be like a comprehensive dictionary of cyborg films. I'm glad that it isn't. So, next week, Sunday evening, I don't know, is it too early to start this show at 7 o'clock? So, because I have noticed that many of you come, you know, after like 8 o'clock. So maybe it's too early to start it 7 o'clock. Maybe I should start at 9 o'clock or something. I don't know. Did you make Westworld review? No, I didn't, but because I think Westworld robot, he's an android. He's not a, you know, organic, partly organic. But yeah, sure enough, it's a granddad of the cyborg film for sure. Or do you mean the TV series? But next week we go Black Friday shopping. I hope you gonna be with me. Let's talk about this. What's exciting and new from the label distributors around the world. Keep it this way, says Yuri Laaksonen. Alright. Late night with Willy would be better. Yeah. Probably it would. Let's see. Maybe I try a little bit later time, or maybe I don't. We'll see that next week. Solo was pretty good, what I remember. Well, maybe I should check it out sometime. Eve of Destruction is a cyborg movie. Well, as far as I remember, it was an android. The Eve of Destruction. It was not like an organic robot, or was it? But probably it could be like an android. Maybe. And by the way, that is an okay film. I like it. Westworld, Future World, and of course the series. So you want me to talk all of those. Perhaps that is hey, holy shit. Like I promised to tell you my favorite cyborg film, cyborg clone film of all time. Hey, it was right in front of me, but I didn't see it. American Cyborg, Tappaja Robotti. Joe Lara stars this American cyborg who is very much like Terminator, but only set in the near future after the nuclear holocaust. And Joe Lara is a good cyborg, and he is protecting this one girl who has this live fetus of humankind, and last of the fetuses of humankind, and she is taking it to the harbor so she can go traveling to the Europe, where there's not that much of cyborgs and them. Yeah, it's a Canon production, and this has lots of good action scenes and very kick-ass music and even cannibals. So it's like After the Fall of New York, very much like that, and very imaginative and well-produced film. And well, Joe Lara may not be the best actor ever, but it was violent and bloody also. So I have seen this multiple times, this film, and you might ask, why do I have two of these? Well, the other one is it's a promotional tape of this, and this is fucking cut like 5 minutes, this Finnish videotape. 5 minutes or something crazy like that. 5 fucking minutes! It's completely torso. And this film needs to be out on HD. Goddamn, where can I find this on HD? Because it isn't anywhere. So we need American Cyborg on HD, and we did it in like fucking 5 hours ago. Because I have some shitty bootleg DVD from Asia, and that's uncut, but not terribly good quality. I have a rip of it, but you probably don't want to see. However, this you probably don't want to see this version, but I think the cover is pretty good. exciting, yeah. Okay, bye bye, and Westworld, thank you for the show. Yeah, okay, thank you for watching, everybody who's leaving. And have you seen Prototype 1992? I don't remember who was starring in it. I don't quite remember that. You forgot the $6 Million Man, old TV series. He's a cyborg, yeah. He's cybernetically advanced human being. Yeah, you're quite right about that. Alright, hey, I'm glad I remembered this best cyborg movie, because it would have been embarrassing that I would forgot to tell, when I promised to tell the best in my opinion. That would be embarrassing. So, I will end 9 p.m. So in 4 minutes. So, any last questions, any comments, so put them right now, because this show is about to be closed. Who am I? Closed. Who was? What's that? Fort Fairlane. Case closed. Let's put on some ending music. So long, see you on the other side, Black Friday with the empty wallet. Yeah, I feel your pain, bro. I feel your pain. Oh man, it's gonna be a slaughter, man.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be a termination. Termination of the monies that we worked so hard to get. It stars Lenhart, Robert Tosberg, and it stars Lenhart, Robert Tosberg, and Brenda Swanson. Well, I have not seen it. You're talking about the Prototype. I have. Wait a minute. Do I have it? Prototype. Let's see. Wait a second. Prototype from year 1992. Alright, I think I got it. Oh, this looks awesome. But no, I have not seen it. Oh yeah, this looks so fucking cool. The Prototype, yeah. I gotta see that. Der CYBORG Terminator. Oi, 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 oi. David Bradley Cyborg Cup. Yes, I do have David Bradley Cyborg Cup. And guess what? I was supposed to watch this, but I didn't have the time to watch it. I would definitely love to see it, because here I have the uncut version in the copied version of Cyborg Cup 2, 1 and 2. I remember this was pretty good. The uncut version, not the torso fixed version. But maybe next time I will talk about also about the American Cyborg Cup. Alright, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. I thank you for the super chatters and also all the audience around there. See you next Sunday, and don't get sick, and stay healthy and be good to each others. I will go see some crappy film now.